Wildcats. Today is Monday, February 18th. It is the 110th day of school, and there are 70 more days of school to go. Now here's Rachel with a few announcements.
Yearbooks are now $45 and are selling until March 28th. The broadcasting classes are looking for new ideas for segments to add to our broadcast. If you have any ideas you'd like to learn about or that you are interested in, please email Ms. Johnson or Ms. Schurz your ideas. On February 19th, progress reports will go out. The character trait for February is engaging. Engaging is tending to draw favorable attention or interest. What did you do to be engaging? Now to Shania with the lunch menu.
Now here's this week's lunch menu. Monday we will be having cream of chicken with rice or hot ham and cheese sandwich. Tuesday, steak and gravy or baked ham. Wednesday, boneless barbecue wings or nachos with cheese. Thursday, grilled cheese sandwich or turkey and cheese sub with chicken noodle soup. Friday, we'll be having hot dog or hamburger. Now here's Danica with a healthy tip.
This week's healthy tip is to take a nap. If you have the time during the day, a short nap can do wonders for your energy levels. Just make sure not to nap too close to bedtime or for too long, and a nap will do your body good. Now to Shayla with the birthdays.
We have 7 birthdays to celebrate this upcoming week. Adam McDaniel, Violetta Razzo, Mahala Rice, Jacob Barnes, Josie Stroop, Vince Jenkins, and Cameron Stoner. We hope you all have a great birthday. Now to Danica with sports.
Tonight the varsity baseball team has a home scrimmage at 5 o'clock. They will also play at home on Friday at 5 o'clock. In softball news, the JVB team will play away tomorrow in Chester at 5 o'clock. The varsity girls have a home game against Chester at 7 o'clock. The middle school basketball banquet will be Tuesday, February 26th at 5 o'clock. Now to Olivia with this day in history.
On this day in history, on February 18th, in 1735, the first opera was performed in America. This took place in Charleston, South Carolina. Now to Kathleen with the joke of the day.
Where do beef burgers go to dance? A meatball.
I'm Olivia.
And I'm Rachel.
Now it's time for Crafty Cats.
Today we're going to be making a DIY phone case. This case is for girls and guys. You may use any color you like.
To make the DIY case, you will need a clear case, paint pen, and a stencil. We will be stenciling decorations inside of our cases so they don't get scratched.
The first step is to clean your case.
The second step is to use your stencil and paint pen to trace decorations in the inside of your phone case.
Now allow your phone case to dry for a few hours.
When your phone case is dry, put it back on your phone and see how it looks.
If you have any more craft ideas you'd like to see us try, email us or Ms. Johnson.
And this is Brandon with Did You Know? Did you know that more people die from falling coconuts than shark attacks? And did you also know that for every human alive, there is 200 million insects? Also, there are more chickens in this world than people. We're going to be overthrown one day. And did you also know that the average person laughs 10 times a day? Also, if your DNA strands were stretched out to the max, it would go to the moon 6,000 times and back. Did you also know that 1 billion snails are served in restaurants every year? I wonder if all billion are eaten.
Do you hear that? Me either. I don't hear it either. But Jackson Lipe sure knows how to make those judges hear his trumpet. So, Jackson, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I play trumpet.
Okay. So, what is Region Band?
Region Band is a band that you have to audition for, and you audition for it in front of judges, and then based on how they judge you, it determines whether you make it or not. And whenever you go to Region Band, you can also get a callback for all-state auditions.
How long have you been playing the trumpet?
The first time I ever played a trumpet was whenever I was 5, and then I joined band in 6th grade, and I've been playing ever since.
So what score did you make and what seat did you get placed in?
In Region Band, I scored a 185, and I was ranked 4th, so 4th chair.
Well, thank you for your time. Now, you may know them, you may not, but nonetheless, it's two of Blacksburg's Winter Guard members. And it's, yes, Winter Guard because it's winter and not Color Guard because it's not summer, but now you know that. Okay, so it's Holly Zorinda and Sierra Margarita. And so tell us, what exactly is Winter Guard?
Winter Guard is like, it's pretty much Color Guard without the band. And Color Guard is like, we have like 12, 13 people, and you can have as many as you want, but it's how much we have. And
it's indoor color guard.
Yeah, but color guard is we have 6-foot flags and 5-foot flags, and you pretty much throw them up in the air and catch them and make it look pretty. But you also have wooden rifles. You throw those up in the air, and then plastic sabers that you also throw up in the air.
Well, how many performances did you guys have?
We've had 3 so far. This is our 3rd one.
Yes.
This Saturday.
Well, how many of those have you won so far?
1. The other one we got 2nd place in.
Okay. Well, do you guys have any news? Because didn't you guys get some news about something?
Yeah, we got bumped up from Scholastic Regional A to Scholastic 3A.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay, then. Well, thank you for your time. Now, on to the next segment.
Now for some of the Grammy winners. Best R&B album, Her by Her. Best R&B performance, Best Part by Her. Best country album, Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves. Album of the Year, Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves. Record of the Year, This Is America by Childish Gambino. Song of the Year, This Is America by Childish Gambino. Best New Artist, Dua Lipa. Best Pop Performance, Joanne by Lady Gaga. Best Pop Vocal Album, Sweetener by Ariana Grande. Best Pop Duo Group Performance, Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. Best Country Song, Space Cowboy by Casey Musgraves. Best Rap Album, Invasion of Privacy by Cardi B. Best Rap Song, God's Plan by Drake. Now to the next segment.
As you all know, it's flu season, so listen up so you don't get sick. The school nurse, I was supposed to interview her, but she has a lot of work to do, so I'll be reading her answers about some myths she disproved for us. So, first myth. Getting the flu vaccine is all you need to do to protect yourself from the flu. Here's what she says. She said, no, the flu vaccine is not the only thing you need to do to protect yourself from the flu. You need to make sure you perform proper hand washing techniques throughout the day, eat a healthy diet, and drink plenty of water daily, and exercise. And it's also a good practice to stay away from crowded places. The next myth she disproved was the flu is just a bad cold. The flu and a common cold are both respiratory illnesses, she said, but they are caused by different viruses. Usually the flu is worse than the common cold, and symptoms are more intense. So that's the difference. So it's not just a bad cold. And the third myth she disproved was healthy people don't need to be vaccinated. She said that the CDC and DHEC recommend that all individuals 6 months and older have the flu vaccine. There are only a few groups of people who should not receive the flu vaccine. They include infants less than 6 months old, anyone allergic to eggs or the flu vaccine ingredients, and anyone who has had Guillain-Barré syndrome within 6 weeks of a prior flu vaccine. So, pretty sure everybody here needs to get the flu shot, because last time I checked, Nothing's happened like that to anybody around these parts. And then I asked her a question. What are some ways to help yourself and others from getting the flu? She said it is best to practice to get an annual flu vaccine, keep hands washed and clean, exercise daily, and eat well to maintain a healthy body and avoid crowded areas during flu season. So there you have it. So don't catch the cold on your way to the next segment.
What's the difference between bird flu and swine flu? One requires treatment and the other requires ointment.
Good morning, Wildcats. Today we have some news. This year has been predicted an El Nino year. El Nino is where there is an unusual weather pattern where the Pacific Ocean warms up. El Nino affects the Atlantic Ocean where we won't be getting as much hurricanes. The other weather pattern that won't be affecting us this year is called La Nina. La Nina is when the Atlantic Ocean will see more hurricanes. Now for the forecast. Monday will be somewhat rainy with a high near 60 degrees. Tuesday will be rainy with a high around 50 degrees. Wednesday will be near 55 degrees with rainy conditions. Thursday will be rainy with a high near 64 degrees. And Friday will be a little rainy with a high around 65 degrees. Now to the next segment.
Depression is more than just a temporary feeling. Teen depression is very common and can lead to suicide. It's important to know the signs so you can help prevent it. Depression and suicidal signs consist of loss in interest of school, friends or family, self-harm, drug use, giving away prized possessions, or suicidal talk of feeling hopeless, like a burden, being trapped, or saying goodbye. After a suicide, don't shy away from comfort. Keep in mind how a person dies does not define who they were. Also, don't blame yourself. You can't control other people's action, and you never know the extent of other people's struggles.